Behind the Brand, episode 2.
Is this camera on me?
I hope so.
We're getting behind the brand with Eric today, and he's going to talk to us about his clothing brand, the UncommonOnes. Appreciate you coming on the show, man. Howard, Atlanta, Georgia, Maryland, Washington. Where the hell are you from, man?
So, growing up, I grew up in a military family. So I started off in Georgia. I moved from there when I was 11, went to Hawaii, then it was California, and then I ended up graduating high school in Washington State. So
Still worldwide.
right. So and then I have family in, different places like, Louisiana and so on and so forth. So, I'll say I'm a bit of a nomad, so I don't really claim a state per se or a city. So, yeah.
Well, I'm from Jersey, and that's the episode. See y'all next week. Nah, I'm just kidding with you. Let's get into these questions, man. So first question, why fashion? Out of everything that you could have did, why did you choose to go into fashion?
I would say the biggest reason was because I wanted something that was my own, that I could, be in walking, I guess, model for per se, not necessarily in terms of like, okay, let's go shoot, let's go, things of that nature. But like I wanted something where I can like constantly build for one, but two, also like showcase, okay, this is what I'm putting together. Because I've never been like at least I don't necessarily qualify myself as like a fashion, person per se. But like I know what I like. And I know I also wasn't gonna, pay crazy amounts of money for clothes when I knew I could just go make them myself. So
That's tough. That's a bar.
yeah. So I was like, this is like, there's so many ways to spend money nowadays. Like I'd much rather go put it into something where I know I could see something grow over time. And it's like, it's not necessarily the easy route because, it's definitely not fun at times. But nonetheless, it can definitely be something where, if you take the time to build something, you might end up liking what you're doing. And I just wanted to try something new.
You wanted to try something new. That's what it's all about. So how old is the UncommonOnes?
We're coming up on, so it'll be a year and a half or so, or I guess around this time frame. So started in January of, what year is it? So 2022.
22.
So now it's kind of crazy. Like by January next year, it'll be 2 years. That's crazy to think about.
Flying, ain't it?
Yeah, crazy.
I met Eric, I think it was last summer. It might be a year to the date, honestly.
Pop-up shop somewhere.
Pop-up shop out in Arlington. And I was like, damn, these sweatpants is tough. Matter of fact, I see you got your jacket on. Might go put my jacket on. Hold up. Oh. Eric, I'm not editing this part out either. I'm leaving all this shit.
Okay, bet. Yeah, it's definitely mine. I was like, I was either gonna wear this or a hoodie, but I was like, it's hot regardless.
Feel me? Hell they talking about, man. We getting uncommon today.
Feel me?
I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm a little hot.
No, I already know.
I was hot.
Crawl.
I was hot before the crawl was crazy. Y'all did. Look. Anyway, so UncommonOnes is about almost 2 years, year and a half. What would you say is your biggest influence as a designer, creative, business owner? What do you think is your biggest influence? Don't worry about me. I'm taking this off. I'm hot.
Oh, you good? I would say honestly, being at Howard the past few years has been one of my biggest influences. I get to see fashion from across the country, wherever people are from. But definitely like Atlanta streetwear is definitely an influence as well. Like I like clothes that I know where if I put it on, one, I will be comfortable, but two, I'll be able to, like, at least with this particular piece, when it came to like bringing this to life, it was what's a statement piece I can really like bring together. And to be able to one, design it like myself was pretty cool to see, but also be able to take it from, okay, it's a graphic design to now it's in the trial phase where, maybe you have a sample that you get back and it's not necessarily where you need it to be. And then it's, okay, now you have what you actually want it to be. And to see it go from all those different steps, I think that's what I like about the space in general as a clothing brand. So I know I'm kind of going off topic of that question, but in the whole, I would say the biggest...
Still in my thunder. That was going to be one of my next questions.
I would say definitely, like, that's the cool part, like, seeing it go from ideation to, like real life.
Oh, you just like me, for real. Like, you know, with all this social media stuff, like some people be forgetting that I'm creative sometimes. Like, you know, like I might have an idea. Like this room is an idea. Like I saw this in my mind and it was the best feeling ever when I was like, when I'm sitting here now with you and it's like, damn, we finally here.
Like it's real.
You get to see that every time you make a new piece. That's dope. So tell me, how did you pick the people that's on the jacket? Who did you meet?
So I mean, I'm probably thousands of people I left off, you know, if not more.
This Black excellence.
So first person we have on the jacket, we got Muhammad Ali, we got Malcolm X, we got Jackie Robinson, we got Rosa Parks. I think this is Maya Angelou in the middle right here. Yep. We got Madam C.J. Walker, Thurgood Marshall, Martin Luther King.
Back is tough too, man.
And then we got Harriet Tubman on the front as well. So, and then on the back, it was a march from Selma, and it says, "I'm my ancestors' wildest dream." So
talk about that.
So the crazy thing is, this jacket almost wasn't like a thing.
No. So
the original plan was for it to be around, because it released in February. So the original plan was to go, like, so backstory as well. I started with satin line hoodies. So the plan was to go a burgundy hoodie, pink, silk in the hood, or satin in the hood, whatever it may be, pink embroidered logo, or whatever the color contrast would be. And it'll probably still come out eventually, but something just told me, like, do something different
for Black history.
And I don't know what, like, I just started I was like, okay, I was like, okay, let me just start doing stuff. And this is before I really got, I mean, I've been into graphic design, but this is before I like really dove into it. And I really just wanted to pick different people that everybody would recognize, because like, it's one thing to, you know, want to put as many people as possible on the jacket, but everybody may not resonate with, you know, every single person. Everybody might not resonate with every single person on here, but 9 times out of 10, you know, if you look like us, you're gonna know these people right off the bat, right? So it's like, I wanted something where people not only like, it's like, oh, I need that jacket, but also like, when you put it on, it's different. Like, like you're wearing a statement piece. Like, it's not just
definitely a statement.
It's not just a jacket per se. You know, like, it's gonna keep you warm. It's gonna, you know, do what it needs to do as a jacket. But
you're saying something,
right? Like, you know, whatever your story is, you know, in terms of, you know, being your ancestors' wildest dreams. That's what I want it to be for, you know, individual people. So
facts. What's your favorite thing about being a designer?
I would say the biggest thing is like connecting with people. So being able to see people, you know, one, interact with the brand, that's cool to see, but like have people see what I saw when I was like building it. So like knowing, okay, yes, you know, the name is cool, you know, maybe the brand meaning is cool, but like when you have people that are really posting in your stuff, or like just being able to see like orders come in, it's like, dang, like I just put this on paper and then you guys actually like it.
For real.
You know, I think that's like, it's small, but it means a lot, you know, especially early on. You know, like literally every sale matters, every person that interacts with the brand matters, every follower matters. And it's like, especially in the early stages, I want to be as, you know, interactive with the brand as I can be, because it's like, you know, you don't get to see Nike start over again. You don't get to see, but it's like at the same time, I also know I'm in a whole different lane, you know, when it comes to, you know, fashion. Or
so tell me about that lane, Harold. What does your lane look like? What's uncommon?
You know, I think one, being uncommon is, you know, finding a way to perfect your craft and whatever it may be that you do. So, you know, at a school like Howard, you know, I was really quickly hit with the realization, like, everybody's special some way, somehow. You know, that's the only reason why a lot of people got there, you know, but it's like, and whatever people's lanes are, it's like they have to figure out a way to stand out, you know, and I think that's hard to do, especially like, you know, sometimes with a crabs in the barrel mentality, but at the same time, like there's always things that you can do, whether it's bettering your health. So like as of recently, I haven't missed a day in the gym in a minute, you know, at least, you know, being consistent.
Ooh, I have,
you know, so, you know, it's like, I was trying to make sure that I'm, you know, living the brand itself, you know, like, yes, okay, have a brand around it that, you know, does something in terms of revenue wise, but being able to live it, that's what I want to get people to, but it's like, I have to do that for myself first. So, you know, 6 months from now, a year from now, whatever that looks like, you know, I would hope people will not only see, the transformation in me as the owner, but also like as the brand elevates, start to embrace what that really means.
Okay. What's your least favorite clothing brand?
Oh, Supreme for sure. Yeah, Supreme for sure.
Why you say Supreme?
So
I agree, but why?
okay, so backstory. I went to the Supreme store
New York
in LA.
and LA, even worse.
And we were sitting in a line for at least 2-3 hours. So one, I'll preface all of this by saying I respect everything they're doing. I hope to get to a level like that one day. However, what I don't want to do is have clothes that are not necessarily the quality of a smaller brand. So like, for example, there was a jacket or a hoodie, whatever it was, and it felt like a Gildan or like a very cheap quality, material. And I was just like, right.
What's one brand or one person that you would really like to work with in the near future?
Core Black Colleges, definitely one. World Envision, and
where are they at? Support Black colleges and
Support Black Colleges. I don't really know if they have like if they probably do. I don't know it in terms of central location, but World Envision, they're based in Louisiana. They're both Black-owned businesses though, but World Envisions, I feel like our brand's messages, they're not like a magnet, like they connect just like that, but I feel like they can kind of complement. They mesh together. Definitely they complement each other.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then Support Black Colleges. I mean, I'm at Howard right now, so it just makes sense.
One of the last things I wanted to ask you, so what are some upcoming projects that you have with your brand? Where are you going with it? When are you scaling? How are you doing? And I got a follow-up question on that. Like, what's new? What's happening? What's something you're looking forward to with your brand, the Uncommon Ones?
I have a varsity jacket that I'll be releasing this fall. I mean, I've been talking about it since
Leather.
So it'll have wool for this part of it, and then leather sleeves. I won't get into the colorways, but like it's gonna be nice. I try to create pieces though where it's like another brand might charge $300-$400 for it. I know who my audience is right now though. Like when we all get some money, we can all raise the prices.
Absolutely. I ain't mad at that.
But right now, I know, okay, I go to Howard. Those are my people. Whoever outside of Howard, probably in the D.C. area or connected to family, whatever it may be, those are the people I create clothes for. But, yeah.
That's real. That's real. I think that's all I got. Anything else you want to talk about?
Where do you see the vision for the Half a Day show?
We ain't going nowhere. That's it. Nah, man. My goal for the Half a Day show, I really want to get as many people that are creative and winning and, doing something in their own lane and really need a spotlight. I want to give more people their flowers. I love your brand. Love what you're doing. Great guy. This is like our maybe third or fourth conversation we ever really had. And it's like, you feel me? I fuck with you. You hear me? So it's like, I want to have more people come on the show. I want to put a spotlight on a lot more Black businesses, young entrepreneurs, young people that's really doing something that's uncommon, for better words. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not a podcast. I like to talk about things that are like not in the everyday media. We're not talking about the 50-50 shit. I can if I have to. We're not talking about gay son, thought daughter. We're not doing that. Like, we have a real introspective conversations and we're focusing on things that matter within the Black community. Because above all things, community is what matters most to me in this space. So it's like, it's about me and connecting with people. And if it scales, it scales. If it don't, it don't. Right. I started this for me and now it's for we. Right. Feel me? So that's the Half a Day show. Education, entertainment, everything in between. All platforms, 12 p.m. And this episode will release soon. See y'all next week. Thank you again, brothers.
Thank you.